Hey everyone, it's been about 3 months since I made a video. I just kind of want to let my first one sink in for a little bit, let people adjust. I know it wasn't easy, but now that I have gone through the new year, um, celebrating my first year as an amputee, it's kind of different. I made a lot of changes this year. I'm at a new job now, so the other things too is I'm just taking one day at a time, and one of the things I learned is when you've come close to death, you just learn to take life a little bit more in a appreciating manner. So every day I try to make count, um, and I want to live my life to the fullest. So that means being able to do the same things I used to do. And that's one of the things I realized is that over the course of the year being an amputee, I could pretty much do like 95% of most things I used to do. Um, there are a few things that I learned that aren't going to be the same, so I kind of have to do a little workaround about it. But one of the things that I learned, being an amputee now, in my last video I talked about being able to learn how to drive again. So I'm still doing that. Um, I love driving. That's gonna be one of my passions. I love cars, and so part of my like series of videos that I'll be coming out with, and especially on this channel, um, we'll talk about my car build and the evolution of it. I'm just active in the car scene still. Um, and then in that year during my recovery, I walked away from another thing that I truly loved in my whole life, and that's music. Being a DJ is one of the best things that's ever happened to me, and I didn't do it because of the money. I didn't do that because of women or anything. I just loved seeing people having a good time, and that's one of the things I miss about DJing is playing the right kind of music and making sure that that when the crowd is hyped up and they're just continuing to dance, you did a good job. So that's one thing that I will be concentrating on this year is I will go back to DJing. Um, but going back to what I was just talking about earlier, being able to adapt and overcome some things. Um, I've had to learn how to be patient. And that was one thing I will not lie about. I was never good at being patient. I was always kind of known as the hothead. But that's just one thing that I really had to tame myself on. You can't push yourself to a limit where your body can't keep up with the mind. It's just you just have to go with the flow of things. Um, I did find out though. I mean, having a sense of humor to this is one of the things that you really learn to accept, like who you are as an amputee. Um, I think one of the other stories I could tell you about is while going through the airport and getting checked by TSA. That's nothing like anyone likes to go through. But when I went through TSA and I let them know that I was wearing a prosthetic, um, they said, "Hey, we have to pat you down and everything." And I think I caught the guy off guard because they said, "Hey, go right ahead," because I'm not going to feel it. Um, and just a look from him, it was he was so surprised and caught off guard. Um, the other thing I found out too is socks and shoes are not 50% off. Um, I've tried that, doesn't work. So I'm going to keep trying though. I mean, you never know. Another thing that I've also learned through 2017 is I never used to be I never used to be into shoes, and that was my year where I just collected a crap load. So I'll show those in my next video, but I just I'm not endorsed by them whatsoever, but I just became a huge Adidas junkie. So That's kind of one of the other things I learned. Um, I did I did learn that enjoying being in handicap parking, that is one of the coolest things. I'm not gonna lie, I have the best parking spot now, so that is definitely a perk. But I mean, joking aside, um, I mean it has its ups and downs. Um, but you know, when people kind of judge you, or they give you this odd look, and you just have to take that and just learn to swallow your pride, and just say I don't give a damn, and just hold your head up high and just move forward, because I'm still doing the same things I used to. I just do it a little differently, but that's it. Um, and I think being able to enjoy life more. I certainly don't put up with a lot of BS, and with what time we have left in this world. I mean, I don't see a point in fussing about something so small and trivial anymore. Um, so one thing that I will tell you is I guess there's small things that you don't realize in life, that I personally miss doing. Um, Kneeling is kind of it's odd, but being able to kneel and to squat, um, or being able to cross my leg, well, using my good leg anyway, I can still do that, but with the bum leg, I really can't. It's just kind of awkward, so I'll kind of show you, but you know, I don't cross it the same, but it's just small things like that that I miss. Even tippy toeing. I know it's kind of a joke in its own right, but I do miss tippy toeing. I still can't on one foot, but like I said, that's just small things. And I don't give up hope though. I mean, we live in a great era of science and technology. Um, I mean, 2018 coming out strong. The technologies with prosthetics have improved so much over the years, and trying on different prosthetics, trying on different sockets. That was one thing that I really had a good chance to check out, because in such a modern era like this, I mean, being able to have that research to do, being able to go on the internet and look at what's changing. Um, the there are so many things that are changing in our world right now, where there's haptic touch that's being implemented into prosthetics. There's the science of hydrogels and stem cell research. There's the science of 3D bioprinting, and regenerative medicine is just taking off right now. So I have hope, whether it's building a biomimetic prosthetic that will be able to help me walk normally again, or maybe at some point, and as sci-fi as it is, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to 3D print a leg. That is certainly, I hope that's within my lifetime. So there's definitely a lot to look forward to. And it's just unfortunate that it took losing a leg to be this conscious of the world around me. But I don't regret the situation I'm in, because I can help out with more people, even participating in like research, for UW, in their prosthetics program. I mean, this is definitely things I feel that I can give back to the community. So anyway, that's just kind of my little rant, little update on my video so far. Other than that, my next video I'll talk a little bit about my prosthetics that I'm trying, that I currently have right now. So we'll talk about that, a couple skits that I'll come up with, but definitely with my DJing I'll talk about that too, and some live videos in the future. but definitely with my car too. I mean, I know some of my close personal friends. Again, I'm not being endorsed by them, but I'm a huge Audi fan. So being able to work on my car and to be able to go to local car shows and compete. Couple people that have actually asked if I would like to speak at some of these shows about being a disabled driver. And by no means is that anything that sounds negative, but it's to inspire others and to show that I'm still just as normal as everyone else. I can still build a car, I can still drive one, but that's just upcoming. So subscribe to my page. I'll keep you updated as things go along. And definitely I would like to see more and more people continue to follow me so I can inspire more people to educate and talk a little bit more about sciences or even just car stuff or even music. So thanks for stopping in, and I'll see you next time.